Hey, fellow adult children nerds. Once again, this is Mr. J coming at you with a Power Rangers Zord review. And this time, we're looking at the Pterodactyl Zord from the MMPR movie. And in case you're wondering, yes, I'm presenting these Zords in the same order of the original morphing sequence from the series. Oh, and before I forget, quick sidebar. This little hole here in the Mastodon's head is where the Ranger is supposed to sit. You can put the Rangers inside the Zords. That's cool, although not quite as show accurate, because technically this window thing is the cockpit for the Mastodon, and the eyes of the Pterodactyl are the cockpit for the Pterodactyl Zord, even though that cockpit is actually farther back, right there. And speaking of stuff the Mini Rangers sit in, we have the Pink Ranger. Focus on the Pink Ranger. There we go. Unfortunately, no matter how many times I tell her, you stand because it's normal, she won't stand because it's normal. And as you can see, this little Pink Ranger is about 2 inches tall. And it's very well detailed. The paint apps are very nicely done. A lot of effort went into this Mini Ranger. All of them, actually. But, unfortunately, it can't stand. So you would have to, super glue it in place or something. And speaking of the other minifigures, we come to a classic staple of early Power Rangers, the Putty Patroller. That's the sound they made. Only this one is a bit beefier. It's made up of bits of the street. And this thing is pretty gnarly looking. He's like, okay, I'm going to stop now. And as you can see from the figures, if they're a good enough reference, these things are a full head and shoulders taller than the Rangers. Even the males. Now, the Putty came with a pterodactyl for one simple reason. You pull on this part of the pterodactyl and you get a grapple claw. He's like, goodbye. And that's it for the minifigures. Oop, earthquake! Now, let's get to comparison. We got the original. It's about the size of the... No, wait. This is where my tongue stops working, along with my head. This version of the Pterodactyl is about the size of the Dino Charge Terra Zord on its own. And this Terra Zord, the original Season 1, 1993, is like comparing an eagle to a sparrow. Seriously. Now, let's get to transformation. And of course, it's parts forming. But it's easy parts forming. You take the wings off the body. You're left with this piece, which, when held by the Megazord, is a sword, because Power Rangers. And we have these wing pieces that clip onto the Megazord's back. And that's all. Couple of wing pieces, a sword, and these actually function with the T-Rex Zord, which we will see last. So, follow me to the next review.